So collection we had started yesterday. So we had seen number of collections. What is a collection? Collection is a what is a collection? Where we would like to represent a group of individual object as a single entity. So that's called collections. Okay. So in collection, if we are talking about collection, so in Java, okay, in Java you can see number of uh, operations you can see. Okay. So in Java framework, in or you can say in collection framework in Java, so actually that is a framework where we can provide some architecture to store or manipulate a group of individual object. Okay. And there are some kind of operation where we can perform using this collection, like data searching, script sorting, inserting, deleting, or some manipulation work we can do. Okay. So that kind of thing we are doing into the collection side. Okay. And there'll be simple meaning of collections which is seen yesterday also. See, I will give the collection exercise. So this is our architecture, or you can say hierarchy of our collections. So collections then leads to simple. This is a single unit of individual object, and there's so many interface will be there. Okay. So in this framework, what is the framework in Java? So generally in Java, whatever framework we are having, that will be some specific feature like ready-made architecture we can get in Java framework, or it is representing our set of classes and interface. Okay. And sometime it is optional. So collection framework is representing a unified architectures of sorting and manipulations of group of object. Okay. That will be like interface and classes and some algorithms. So this is our, you can say, collections. And Jay, or someone asked yesterday, like I think Jay or Anupam has asked me, like what is the interface, and so interface is nothing but, you can say, where we can get whenever we define some interface program. So interface will be 100% your abstract class. Okay. Interface, whenever we are creating interface, that interface should be automatically create as an abstracted class, and can be implementing by any classes. When we are creating some class, so just we can say implement those interface from any inheritance tree. Okay. So all method in interface are always abstract and can have constants. So constant, like there will be the public, that's modifier like public, static, and final. So these these three constant will be created in interface. Okay. So
So what is abstract method?
abstract method, whenever we are defining some abstract, so that's called abstract keyword, abstract class keyword. So in abstract class, we can extend only one class or one abstract class at a time. Okay. In abstract class, we can extend only one class or one abstract class at a time, and we can have here in abstract class, we can have some concrete method, or some you can say non-concrete method. Means here in abstract, as I told you, like with example like yesterday, there will be in interface, we know about, means we do not about how can we build, we just planning out, so that come into your interface. And abstract class, that will be we are knowing, but we are creating partial build building. And a concrete class, that will be we know everything and full-fledged, then we can create a program. That kind of thing we can say into for concrete. So a class can extend only one abstract class. Okay,
Okay.
or you can say whenever abstract class is a class that cannot be initiated. Okay, abstract class cannot be initiated but has all the properties of class including constructor. Whenever we are creating some class, so we cannot initiate it like constructor. Whenever we are creating some classes, so there will be by default constructor will be there, but here we cannot say that the constructor will be available or some initial initialization will be there. So in constructor class is a class that cannot be initiated with some value or some properties. Okay, like that. But interface is a contract or specification without any implementation. Interface can't have any behavior or states. Okay, so that's called our interface. So I will send you some documentation related this our abstract and interfaces. So today our main focus will be whatever topics we completed yesterday, the collection. So example part is pending. So today I will tell you all the examples about these classes and interfaces. Okay, so there are, as you have seen the list. Okay, there will be list we seen yesterday. So in the list you will get as we seen yesterday in collection means there's a group of individual object, and that will be individual object, and there will be duplication, some correction will be there. So that kind of thing we had seen yesterday. So one by one we are looking example of like array list, linked list, vector, hash set, sorted set, and tree set. Okay, so see, uh, so as we had discussed yesterday, like in we are taking about first one, there will be collection is having lot of methods. Okay, when we are talking about collection, so collection is having number of methods. Okay, so in collection you can see where we can define as a root element sometime of collection framework, where we can representing a group of individual object in single entity, where most common methods are like this kind of method you can see into collections. Like see, you can get a method like uh, object o. This is one method where we can use individual object. Okay, using collections, or we can use add all collection c. There will be multiple object adding at a time, or we can use remove method, remove all or remove. There will be two things. Remove means there will be some object we would like to remove from our list. Okay, or there will be remove all. So this kind of method you can see into the collection. There are a lot of method you can see into collection area. So all this method should be applicable for all these interfaces. Okay, this interface and this collection calls classes also. Okay, so we'll see some examples of collection. So collection interface does not contain any method for retrieve object. Okay, there is no concern class which implement collection classes. Only we can add or remove, but we cannot retrieve anything with using collection frame collection interface. Okay, so see one example we'll see for list. So in list you can see there will be uh, array list with us. So for that I had created number of methods and classes. So I would like to import here those program. So you can see those program from here. Mm, list of program you can see from here. See, okay. So yesterday we had seen like this hash map and hash table, like this example you have seen yesterday, this add method and this array list. Okay, so this array list example you can see for hash table itself, but this is actually not hash table example. This was array tree structure. So this we had discussed about array, and the same thing we will see some example with inside this collection. Okay, so see, first is before talking about this inter like array list, whenever we are creating array list, so there will be some you can say some examples we had seen last time earlier, like see in this program in Java packages. Here you have seen this where is this program, hash map. So see, this is hash map. Yes, see, this array list where we just, if suppose we are not using this word, okay, if suppose we are not using some cursor, this is our cursor will help us to retrieve data or retrieve object one by one, okay, from our collections. So it this is a cursor will help us to retrieve data one by one. So from array list, in array list you can see here, when we are discussing about this array, one example we can see also here, some program I have created last time. There will be two dimension array. Which class is this array class? Mhm. Control method already. Okay, fine. I will create a new one. So suppose this is our example. Inside this class we are creating. So class here, array list demo. Okay, and suppose, okay, so you can see here there's a duplicate, we remove it. Okay, now suppose we would like to execute this. You can see the result, this Pune Delhi Ahmedabad Kolkata, Pune Delhi Ahmedabad Chennai Kolkata. So according to our insertion, it is representing. So in array, this implementation class of our list, okay, list interface, as we seen in architecture, this our implementation class of what, this list interface, where we had seen yesterday, like we can, we are having some data structure, and we can resize and growable whenever we are entering values. Here increasing value, our size will be increased, and we can grow with size of object. Okay, we can enter another element here also, and then we can get a number of values here inside this array. Okay, so here also you can see the duplicate value will be allowed, duplication allowed, and also the insertion order is preserved. Insertion order in the means this is zero through zeroth position, first position, second, third, fourth, fifth. So accordingly our entering value it is representing as it is. First is Pune, Pune, Delhi, Ahmedabad, like this. There will no, there, so it is required insertion order, and heterogeneous objects are allowed. So here also you can see heterogeneous object means if suppose you are putting here name dot add, okay, name dot add. See what are the available method in array list. Okay, in array list, what are the method we are having? So those method you can see from here. Okay, whenever we are defining some array object here, and in this object, when you just click it or put dot extension, so then you can see the list of methods available in array class. Okay, this is size, how much size we are having into the our array, what is it related to get empty contain add all. So what are available methods into collection. So that's all are available for array also, and his own some methods are available in for array. So this is our array list example. Whenever here we are getting error because there will be some missing thing. So here you can put like 10 and comma. Okay. Now if suppose we are entering, we would like to execute this program, then you can see the output of our program. What is output? It is not executed yet. See, all are string value before 10, and 10 is our integer value. So you can see here it is allowed to accept our integer value inside this array list. Okay, so this is come insertion, and also it is allow some null value. Null value also it's allow sometime if suppose I am putting here null. Okay, if suppose we'll put here null value, if suppose sometimes we can get a null value as well. So you also you can see here in this array list what duplication is allowed, insertion order is preserved, and null insertion also allow, heterogeneous object is accepted. So this is our array list. Okay, got it? So in array list there will be some constructors available. This is called as our construction. So this constructor is for our empty array list object. This constructor is called empty array list object. And if you are saying this array list, so array list is one second, I'm giving you one example. Array list like this. Okay, so pencil like this. So suppose this is our array. In array list, so default size of array list, okay, default size of our array list is 10. Okay, default size of array list is always 10. Okay, it's start from 1, this zeroth location, 0 location to ninth location. If suppose we are entering 11th value, so it is increasing his array list here. Okay, increasing his array list. So how it will increase? If suppose we are filled all the values inside this array list, like 10 are available, 10 value we entered, 11th value suppose coming here for entering, so where it will move? It's suppose out of boundary, so it will not happen like that. Whenever it's fulfilled, okay, whenever our array cells are fulfilled, then we'll get another array objects. Okay, new object will be created, so that object length will be increase, like the formula will be like how can we get a new uh, capacity. So whatever capacity we are having earlier, so that capacity will be increased by current capacity. Okay, current capacity, what is the capacity? Current capacity by default capacity is 10. So current capacity into 3 divided by 2. Okay, plus 1. So current capacity into 3 by 2 plus 1. It means whenever we are entering 11th element in the array object, it will increase a new list of array. That should be, what will be? That will be 10 into 3 by 2 plus 1. It means that's a 30 divided by 2, and the 15 plus 1, that's 16th. So we'll get 16. What will be? There will be 16th array object will get for this. If suppose we are increasing number of number day by like that, so sometime we'll get some difficulties to retrieve data. Okay, because if suppose there is 10,000 or 1 crore data we are having in array, and we would like to retrieve, so that will be giving us some difficulties. So for that we have to use some another classes, that's like hash list. Okay, so we'll see that that's also later on. So this is a, concept of array list, and for one constructor you can see this one constructor array list name equal to new array list. This for empty array object. This is for empty array object. There is no object. Suppose we are defining here size, because we do not want to uh, mm, we do not suppose we are using we are not defining here list of size of the list, size of the array. So if suppose we are by default size is 10. Okay, and so by default size is 10, and we are entering only one value or two values, so 8 is vacant or thus empty, so our memory location will be used. So that kind of, so for memory management also we can initialize some initial capacity of our object, so that will be help us, that will be only uh, retrieve the value, or it will help us to manage our objects. So what we can do there, for this you can define here one another constructor like array list name. Suppose I am putting here name one, not one here, this here you can put one. Okay, and here in this array list you can define some value. Okay, this int is our size, so we are not providing int variable data type like that. We just put number of object we are wanted. So suppose we are using 10. or suppose we are using here 5. So you can see we are having 5 object and we are entering here 1 2 3 4. We are entering here number of values. So if suppose we are executing it, so therefore you will get number of, because see we are defining here initial capacity, we are defining as 5. Okay, but our value will be like 1. How many values will be there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so for this 8, it has used our formula. What formula? The array list formula will be current capacity into 3 by 2 plus 1. So how many will be? We are defining 5 here. Our initial array size will be how much? There's a 5. So 5 into 3 by 2 plus 1 equal to how much? Equal to how much? There's a 15 divided by 2. 15 divided by 2, 7.5 plus 1, so 8.5. So 8.5, suppose we are getting here, it is not 9, it's only 8. Okay, the array will be giving us 8 size of 8, length size will be 8. If suppose you like to type dot name dot size, okay, if suppose we would like to count the size, how many size available in our array, so just you can explore it and you can see here, this is the size of our array. Okay, suppose we are not using this one, this uh, one second, what you ask, if we enter ninth record it will recalculate. Yes, so if suppose we are entering ninth element, okay, ninth element if suppose we are using, so it will recalculate and for initial so at that time our current value will be 8. Okay, at that time our current value will be 8. Matlab array size will be sorry, means at the time our current array size will be 8. Okay, so for that it will be calculated like this, 3 by 2 plus 1. So what was that? 12 means yeah, 8 into 3 equal to 24 and divide by 2 equal to 12 plus 1 equal to 13. So it's come 13 at the time. Okay, so this way it's giving us array object whenever we are increasing. So we can whenever we are using array list, so it's automatically increasing according to our object or element we are entering in our array list. Okay, so sometime it will be very difficult to managing it or manipulating or retrieving data from there. Okay, so here we can just use whenever we would like to taking some data from there, so it will not help us sometime. So for that we require some another option to retrieving data from the array list. So because array, whenever in array if suppose we are entering data or if suppose we are removing data, so suppose we are using we are entering data like if here we would like to enter in second position, if suppose we would like to array some value in a specific location, so what will be there? So at that time what happen, our if suppose we are we would like to in first location, in first location we would like some value, so that should be how much it will work, it will move to here. So already the value, suppose this 1, this 2, 3 4 is there. In first box 1, second 2, third 4, 5, like suppose this is 3. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. 2 is missing. 2, so we want 2 in second position. So a specific position, if suppose we want, so that will be shifting. Okay, so this will be shifting like that. So whenever, so right, see, right now we are having 10. So similar way, this formula will work. So for our last element, if suppose if you would like to move from next, so it will increase like this. So this will help us. And if suppose also whenever we would like to remove some value from this box, so it will be work like this also. Previously it will move from here to here. Okay, so at that time our array size will be decreased as well, if suppose we are removing from here some values. Okay, so meanwhile we can say for a travel operation, array list will be worst choice, because if suppose, so it will be checking one by one. So if suppose we are having crores of record, and we retrieve those data, so it will be very complex to get a result. Okay, so it is not synchronized. Array list is not synchronized, and there will be multiple thread allow. Multiple threads means uh, we can perform multiple operation at a single time. Okay, and due to that our performance is high, and this is come into 1.2 version. Array list is and second is vector. So in vector, if suppose so yeah, so this is our array list. Now see, we will get another example with someone else. So see, this is one example of array. Okay, so array list add all function. If suppose we are using here, this is a string. One another example I have put it. So see, this array list demo, this is first example. So similar way, we had discussed about this iterator yesterday. Iterator is one cursor where we can get a value, or we can retrieve value one by one. Okay, so here you can see retrieve iterator iter equal to al is our array object. Here iterator dot here. So if suppose we are getting some difficulties to understand, so what we have to do, just you can add here some breakpoint, or you like to debug this line of code. So you can use here debugging option. Okay, in 19th position I use debug. So how we can debug it? Okay, this application how would like to debug, and how would like to see the result. So in array list you have you seen the duplication insertion order is preserved, duplication allowed and insertion order is preserved. So adding the element, so for debugging purpose you can for execution of our program we can use this toolbar, or also you can use through when just you have to right click and then go to run as and select the Java from Java application. Else another option is also there in run menu bar. uh, Menu bar in run tab, you can say select this run button, as well as also you can use shortcut key, that's a control plus F11. Okay, but if suppose you like to debug our application, debug our program, so at that time you can go to this debug option, or also you can press F11. F11 if suppose we are pressing, so that the debug option is activated, and then our program move to debug view. Okay, so now suppose we have selected it, and we are clicking this debug option. So whenever we are debugging that our program, any program, so at that time we are getting this confirmation to launch is configured to open a debug perspective when it's suspended. Okay, so we just select yes here. Okay, whenever our cursor move or reach to this location, whenever where we are putting our debug, so whenever we are reaching this location, so it will be showing like this. So this is our debug, and this is our value where breakpoint variable will be defined here, and this is our program where we are written our program, and this is our console. So console side you can see your output, and this is our outline. So now we have to select our this program location line number 18 where we had put it our debug line number 18. So then how can we debug? So for debug option you can just press F6. Okay, F6 you have to, whenever we are pressing, so it is moved to our debug option. So F6 I am pressing, so you can see here in right top corner you can see the L string something will be there in array list. AL we are getting value. Iterator you can see the number of uh, element you can see here. This Mumbai, Pune, Mumbai, Delhi. Okay, these are all iterator value will be displaying here. But we would like to one by one. So we are putting here as a while loop. So while loop will be running till our condition will be true. So that's the one method we are having. Two method we are having inside this iterator interface. One is a has next and second is a next. Here you can see iter has next and has next. So these two method we are having iterator side. Okay, so iterator is always work for forward position whenever we are putting. So you can see this first is come to Mumbai, then it's give us Pune, then our loop is running on this two line 19th and 20th. Okay, because our condition is there, there's a loop is we had applied loop. Okay, so while is completing this loop it will move ahead from there. This C we had already moved here from our debug view. So now we come to our normal position. So when you would like to come our normal position, so you can just press this Java right top corner. You can see there there's Java view and this is a debug view. So right now we are into debug view. We just click to Java view, then we can again come in our normal position. Okay, so this is way to debug our application and debug our program. Okay, so iterator means here all the list iter equal to al dot iterator. So here you will get all the elements, what are elements we are having inside our array. Okay, but we would like to print it one by one. So for that we had used here some loop option where we can control our execution. Okay, so this way too you can create, but iterator will always, as I said yesterday also, iterator is always work for forward position. It is always, see, there is two method you can see here, this has next. So always it will work for next matlab single direction. Sorry, it is means it is single direction. It is not giving us properties or feature like suppose sometime we would like to move and sometime we would like to back. So there is no back option. Two dimension is not there. Only single way, single direction. There's a forward position. Okay, it's always move ahead. Okay, so this is our iterator. So suppose we would like to come back or some back thing we require. So for that we are having one another option that's called linked interface. Okay, linked iterator interface. Linked iterator we had discussed yesterday. See,
But
yeah,
what is the difference between has next and next method?
has next and next method. Okay, so
Yes.
has next means it will fetching data, all the object what are available in our object in array list. Okay, so here you can see the has next means there's a two method only for iterator. One second, yeah, see, this is our iterator. Okay, iterator, while hash next is one method and this is one method. Okay, so hash next means, see, we are saying that I am having number of data, I am having so numbers. So we are saying that iter hash dot next, iter dot hash next will be return all the elements. You can see the references detail about has next. So, has next is return true if iterator has more element. In other word, returns true if next would return a element rather than throwing an exception. So this is hex next, and next means you can get a reference also for this. For next, it is a printing. For printing purpose, we would like to retrieve those data one by one. So for that we had used here inside this while loop. So what are the element we are having inside this iterator we had collected here? See here we are having all this 1 2 3 4 5 cities. Okay, so in this 5 city you can see all the city name we are collecting using this iterator. Okay, so here al dot iterator we had collected all the city as a variable iterate itr. Okay, then we would like to print it. So for printing purpose, we are checking. See, in while loop, we are saying that we are having multiple set of data. Okay, multiple set of data, more than one data will be there. That should be printed one by one. So iter dot next. So iter dot next, you can see here return the next element in the iterator. Okay, next element in the iterator. So all the iterator values should be come to our output as a one by one. Okay.
Okay.
So see this our iterator, and here I am using this one more thing. We are discussing this later on. Suppose just I am exploring this iterator and list iterator. What's the difference between these two? So in iterator only we can use what happened. We have to stop it. Okay, so one second. The output. Uh, yeah. So whenever we are printing this, so see here in array list string Mumbai, Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, Delhi. Like this, we are getting the value. Okay. Suppose I want to use some value in a specific location, the second position only. Some position should be required. So if suppose we are using here 2, so Delhi position we are providing the position. So you can see Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, then Mumbai, Delhi, like that will be result we can get. Okay. So whenever we are using this, so you can see here Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Mumbai, Delhi. So here this is the second position. Second position means this is zero location. First location right now second position Mumbai, but second position we would like to retrieve Delhi. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, this is our position. If suppose we would like to use this method also, so we'll get error because because iterator interface is not having this kind of method previous, only it is having forward. Okay, so for that sometime as I said sometime we require to forward moving, sometime we would like to backward moving. Okay, so for that purpose we can use this list iterator. Okay, list iterator will help us to to do both direction way, like we would like to move for our forward side or previous side also. So here the bidirectional concept will be applicable for list iterator, and here you can get a method. Here you can get a method like if suppose we are putting iter uh, dot. So you can see here lots of methods you can see. Next, has previous, previous equal, has code, next index, previous index. Okay. So this kind of method you can see inside this. list iterator. So number of methods available for this list iterator. Okay, so it will help us to move forward and backward, and also it is allowing us, list iterator is allowing us to read the file, read the data, and remove data, as well as adding data or some manipulation. Okay, add, replace. Okay, so this kind of method we can get using a list iterator. It will help us to uh, fetch object from our array list. Okay, so this is your you can say for cursor or list operator and list interface and iterator interface and iterator, difference between these two. Okay, suppose we are using this. Okay, now suppose we are executing this. Okay, suppose we are executing this, so you can see there will be some this here in first five traversing element in forward direction, and this is a backward option, backward position. Okay, so Mumbai, Delhi, Delhi, Mumbai, Delhi. Here Delhi, Mumbai, Delhi, Pune, Mumbai. Okay, so this is our reverse order and this is our forward order. So this is the two way, so you can get your result. So sometime interviewer will ask you, suppose we are having set of data like A, B, C, D, or you can also say like this is your array list where suppose A will be there, okay, B will be there, B is there, and G is there. So suppose like this three kind of data will be there. Okay, so this is our array list. Okay, sometime you will get this kind of question. Suppose we are having some string, okay, some kind of data. This is our data where we would like to use. Here we are getting because we are already using this. So this way like this, okay. This is we are representing here. We adding this. Okay. So sometime interviewer may be asked, we are having three element. We would like to take in this way forward direction, previous direction. We would like to print like abg or gba. So how can we do? So the answer will be using this list operator, means list iterator interface. Okay, so generally you will get a question from interview side from this section only, from collections only. There are a lot of collection example we'll see one by one. This is our array list, okay, and also the iterator and linked iterator. So this concept should be very clear to all of you. Okay, now we move to see this is our, yes, so also we had seen this, how can we retrieve array list, or uh, how can we get a size of our array. Okay,
So Jay is asking some question.
yep, one second. um, Just, why did we use a string along with array list or iterator list? Jay, this is a where link interface. Okay,
Sure.
so see here, this string is saying us we are having value like string. This is the defining data type.
So, but it allowed us to enter integer value also now in
No,
that
no,
array
this
list.
no, no, this is our of this position.
No, no. In previous example, we added a value 10 also now in between.
Once again, in between 10 we are entering here. See here, but we didn't put here somewhere a string like that. We just add.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
So if we don't mention any data type, it will accept any of the value which we enter.
Yes, 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 yes. So suppose for your query, suppose we are entering here once again. We are adding here. Is your question also we should clear it? Suppose we are using here 20 and entering this. So you can see here, you will get a error here. So it's saying us the method add all this int collection. Int means this is saying this is a position. Okay, the collection, which kind of collection, which type of data we are having, which type of collection we are having. So the collection type is our strings. Okay, so that's why here we cannot use numeric data here. The if suppose we are saying this first position we are entering to, this our indexing location. Okay. System. Okay, fine. Now we are moving to our next interface. What is the next interface? After link interface, array linked interface, after that we are having some also we see the cursor concept. What is our iterator, what is our list iterator? List always you remember, maybe interviewer asks what is iterator, what is a list iterator, what is the difference between these two. So iterator is the we can apply iterator concept for on any collection object. Okay, any collection object, and that way too we can say iterator is our universal. Okay, this is our universal iterator. Universal iterator also we are calling universal iterator, means this a normal iterator. Okay, because we can use this iterator for any collection object we can use iterator. Okay, but in when we are saying about this list iterator, so list iterator is not our universal iterator. Okay. And for method point of view, and yeah, so universal iterator, and this is only for forward direction. This main disadvantage you can say for iterator, it is only for forward direction or single direction. Okay, but he and only two methods available here. One is hash next, and second is next. So there is two method available in uh, iterator. One is hash next and second is a next. So these are two. And another thing for iterator will be like we read and remove, and more thing will be one more thing, remove option will be there. Remove methods would be also applicable for iterator. Okay, these three method will be there, but here we can read, remove, add and replace also. Replace means sometime we would like to replace some data, so reset, there will be set options will be there. Okay, suppose we want to replace some data from here, so for that we can say set for which location. Okay, so for that here you can put L dot, we are using which one we had used in top the link. Here we are using here next, so iterator dot al. So you can put here iter dot has next or has set, okay, set string Bhopal. Okay, so which location you like to Bhopal? Element is second position Delhi. Line number 22 we are getting error. Okay, right now when we are before replace, okay, you can just see third position. What is our third position? This is 0 1 2 3. 3 is Mumbai. Okay, third position Mumbai for this forward position, and for backward position 0 1 2 3 Pune. So in backward position the Pune will be replaced, and the and forward position this Mumbai will be replaced. Okay, so when we use this so you can see here add dot set third position Bhopal 0 1 2 3. Mumbai is replaced by Bhopal, and also here uh, from okay, some from backward 0 1 2 3. So this is the third position from backward position. So our this Mumbai will be also replaced. Okay, so this is way to use different methods, and this is the main difference between these two, using iterator and list iterator. Okay, now we are looking to on different example of, you can say, one second, there's be one enumeration also. Enumeration method is also there. So enumeration is another iterator. There we only we can this single direction and legacy class, where we can only read method will be there. Only we can use for read option. Okay, read for any collection. The collection we have to use, the vector is one collection, as we seen yesterday in our class section also. We suppose this is our collection. So in collection you can see diagram. In collection, uh, here you can see this vector, a vector come into our this list class, and sorry, a list interface, and this vector class inside this. So for vector, similar way we had created one object here. Okay, in vector we would like to read the name of days. So there is a one method only. There is a has more element, and next element there will be. So this is also single direction. Okay, this is single direction, one direction will be there also for this. So when you would like to execute this one, so normally it will print the name of the days, Sunday, Monday, according to our given order. So this is a enumerator. Okay, so it is not, generally it is not using, but mostly we are using iterator or list iterator. Okay, so this is one example for iterator, and this is linked enumeration, and this enumerator operator, this is linked up iterator, and that one we had seen this one. I will share with this all examples to you. Okay, Then list, array list also we are having some another loop which is called for each loop. Okay, this loop is called for each loop. This is in 1.5th version of Java. We are getting this new loop concept. Okay, this new loop concept we had get in 1.5th version of Java. Okay, so here we just whatever our data type, that's a string or integer or wave element, whatever that should be defined here, and according to all the element this list, and this is saying that our all element, and this is a in single okay collection of, so one by one we would like to print here. So when you run it, then you can see that will be Mumbai, Pune, and Mumbai, Delhi will be display here. What for each loop? Yeah, Mumbai, Pune, Mumbai, Mumbai, Delhi. So this is a new loop. Earlier we know for loop, like always we had whenever we are talking about for loop, so we generally we are thinking about this kind of loop where I equal to 0, then I plus plus or I minus minus. This kind of loop generally we are talking about. But this loop is come from begin whenever we are using Java. But this context is coming in 1.5th version. This is very good approach. So we will use this for each loop concept in finding a list of element in our web page for testing point of view. If suppose for any application one by one, if suppose we would like to retrieve some object, so at that time also we have to use this for each loop concepts. Okay, so this is for each loop. Now we are looking for some more examples. That's add all. So suppose this add all method we had also seen into array. So in array, array list string also, there is a two object we had created. One is L1, L2. So here if suppose you are first time, if suppose you are running, so in this normal application we just created the array. Okay, and two array we had created here. One is this and this is the second one. Okay, so second one we would like to add all. There's a collection we had used. Okay, so only in single method, only in single line of code. Suppose here we are using single element, and we are iterating here. Okay, and here we are using one method al dot all. So it will display all in one shot. Okay, in one shot is a collection of this list, and it will print after that this element. Okay, you can just see that application execution. See, first fifth 0 1 2 3 4 0 1 2 3 4. So till Delhi, this Delhi it's come from our array 1, and this Hyderabad similar Delhi it's come from our second position. So this add all. Okay, add all. If suppose we are using this another method add remove, right now we just get all the city name from AL2. Okay, but here if suppose we are using this, so it's iterating the element after removing the element of AL2. So if suppose you are executing, so you can just see. Okay, we are getting only this Mumbai, Pune, Mumbai, Pune, Mumbai. Okay, here is Delhi, that's why it was deleted Delhi as well, because Delhi getting two times duplicates will be there, so duplicate data should also remove from here. So that way retain all. if suppose we are using this method return all, it means whatever common thing. Okay, return all means whatever common thing will be there, that should be displaying here. Okay, common thing will not right now. If suppose we are using here Delhi. Okay, suppose we are using Delhi. Now you can run, then you can get only Delhi city. Okay, because the Delhi is getting two times all iterator. So this come after returning the element of AL2. Okay, this is one another method, add all, add return all. Okay, now now we are seen linked. So see, in last these array examples, in all these array list example, you have seen the duplication is allowed and is insertion order is preserved. So whatever order we are putting, whatever data we are entering, so that should be displaying according to that. But here in list, linked list, there is order duplication value will be allowed, but the insertion orders will not preserve. Okay, so for that, when you'd like to use this, okay, then when you run this program, then you can see this list contain item 1, item 5, 3, 6, 2. List contain after addition, some addition method we had uses the first position. This is another method, add first, add last. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 2, this is the fifth and element you can see in above action. There's add method. Inside add method, we if there is another method, add first, add last. So add first means this is first data and this last data. So you can see here this is the first item, this last item. Okay, and after this also, if suppose you like to get and set value, some value would like to set or replace, so for that also you can change the name. So this is first element, first item, and after that, after updating set method, change first item. So this is your name. And if suppose you like to remove first and last, then you can say after removing. Okay, after removing this, you can see after removing, deleting this item as it is, we have to display. If suppose you like to add some more data, final data, if suppose, so you can say this is our added new zeroth location, second location. So newly added item in zero location. Okay, and so this is our final content. Okay, so here you can see the uh, array list and linked list. So what's the difference between these two? So only the difference between these two is all are providing us this, both are providing us some concept for uh, duplication and insertion order.
Sir,
Yeah.
here while we remove the middle element, like
Mm-hmm.
we removed the second element, right?
Mm-hmm.
Element at index 2.
Mm-hmm.
So in our linked list, our second element was item 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that should have been removed, right, when we printed the final list.
Yes.
But here we can see item 3.
No, no. Second position is different now. Second position, we are removing second element. Okay. Linked list
Yes,
remove second. So linked list second means one newly added item. One second. So see, one second. If suppose you are getting difficulties here, okay. So see, this our we are adding zeroth location. This, and after adding, okay. Whenever we are adding, see here we are adding new position data, okay. So we are inserted this new added element, okay. So whenever we are adding this new, okay, so right now we are having this kind of data, okay. This is our data right now. Before executing this final, this is our final, okay. This is our final content, okay. Last statement we are getting this statement is our this final printing output, okay. So before printing this statement for line number 43, we are executing 41 and 42. So 41 executing first, then it will be execute 42. So before executing 41, our output was, or our element is like this, okay. Here
yes.
uh, before we come to line number 41, our output is like this, okay. Now in line number 43, we are saying that list linked list add in zeroth location this element, okay. This element we would like to insert in zeroth location. Now 43 is executed. After 43 execution, we will get this report. This is our result, okay. After that, we are saying that in 44 linked list remove element 2, position of 2. So it is replacing this element, list item 5, okay. After list item 5 is replacing, you will get a result like this as a final statement. New added item 1, item 3, item 6, and item 2,
Yeah, I
okay.
got it. Good.
Okay,
Good.
fine.
So can we see that hash map and hash set example?
Yes, I will come to that section also, okay. So I'm just giving you some differences between these two. What is linked list and what is our array list. So there is some difference between these two whenever we are talking about array. Uh, so you have just seen with the two these two example, array list and this linked list demo. So here you can see for retrieval purpose, whenever we retrieve data, so this array list should be best and worst choice for retrieving data for this linked list. And here we can in both list, in array list or linked list, we can increase our uh, item list of item will be there, okay. But only there will be difference is here in array list you can see we cannot insert or delete in between, okay. In array list we cannot add or delete in between in array list, but here in linked list we do in between our list we define our position and we just enter the value, okay. So that is the difference between array list and linked list. Now we are talking about set, okay. There will be a set for hash set and hash map. We'll see example of that. So hash set, as we discussed and summarized also yesterday, hash set is a subset of your which one? See this set. Hash set is a subset. Hash set is a class of set interface, and also there will be some child interface will be there for hash set. There's a linked hash set. Okay. So there very confusion also. I had shared with you yesterday one document. So I think you had got information from there as well, and it will help you to understand what is a hash set and what is the difference between this kind of collections. Okay. So we'll see one by one examples. So for that hash set, hash map. Okay. So see this hash map. This is this example will be your comparison between array list and linked list. So if suppose you would like to execute this example, we had created one list for array list, okay, as a string, and ALL Mumbai Delhi, and also there is Chandigarh Mumbai Delhi, like this. Here you can see there's no difference between, but if in here in this list you cannot insert in between the values, but here we can insert and delete also. Here we can perform here. And hash map, there'll be the in you can see hash map we are having three kinds of uh, constructor you can see inside the this. So hash map, if suppose you're using, so you can see the execution of hash map. There's a 100. Mm, oh, yeah. So what is our map interface? Map interface where representing our group of object with key value pair. Okay, so key value pair and key should be our unique thing. So with the help of that, we are giving here two kind of value. One is our roll number, and second is our name. So here you can say check the key value, like that will be not our what is this? This is name and this is our roll number. So here we can set unique number, and here there will be entry set, and there are a lot of method you can see whenever we are using this is our hash table. Okay, this is hash table concept. It's not hash map, this is hash table. So whenever we are using there, because they see they are similar way, that's why we had used this all this constructor in one program. If suppose you can because I would like to show you difference between our output whenever we are using this. So you can see the output of that. See here in hash map, whenever we are uh, executing, whenever we are execute over this program, so it is displaying as a in a specific order, whatever input we are defining, 100, 101, 102, like that. So our insertion or means our distribution, this is giving us some order. So specific order, the specific order is called our uh, default nature order. So default nature order is, what is the default nature order? Default nature order is like our in numeric number first, and if suppose we are talking about string, so string should be alphanumeric. Okay, so this is come into our hash map. And if suppose we are talking about linked hash map, okay, linked hash map, this is child interface of hash map. Okay, then you can see the result like similar way. Okay, So main difference, you will get hash set, hash map. uh, Inside this program, where I had also shared with you some one PPT yesterday. One second, I am giving showing you those PPT. Where is this? Collection. System. And also for tree map, when you run this, so you just manipulate, you have to change the data from here, and you would like to execute this program. Okay, so you can see a different parameter, and execute the report. Where is it? Yeah, see this array, and array we are getting here, this example of array collections. Heterogeneous subject will be applicable here. This iterator we had discussed as empty. This collection, this iterator has next remove. These three method we can see into iterator side, iterator interface, and this is example like see, this is our collection interface. This set, for set we would like to come as just some example. We are looking for map section, so I'm providing some map list, linked list. We just completed this thing. Yeah, map is a object map key and value, to also call associated array and dictionary. Okay, so here the put method, there's a some object key and this value, and the get, we have to retrieve method to retrieve the key value. It should be key set and values, and entry set. So entry set we had used here, you can just see this entry set. Entry set for, we are retrieving those data from our program. So this returning set values when we are using method, so we are returning collections, and set means it's returning a set. Okay, so this way to you can use this map function. Okay, there is only single difference you can see for a hash map and tree map. There is a tree map and hash map will be there in our this map interface. In map interface, this example of this one which we had also given one our example. There's a put, get, remove. This all are method name they are displaying here. Okay, so here hash map and hash tree, there's a class implementation of classes implements of the our map interface, where we are getting these two map. One is a hash map and second is a tree map. So this is a two class we are having, so there is a two difference between these two. Implementation is based on hash table. Okay, this implementation is based on hash table, and there is no order on pairs. There is no order. Hash map, when we are executing, so there is no order. Whatever order we are entering, this according to that order it will display, or sometime it will be different also. Tree map, it will be implementation based on red black tree structure, or you can say there's a balanced tree structure. A red black tree structure or balanced tree structure also you can say, and there will be pair on order of key. So whatever key value should be there, there's a no, 101, 102. Suppose we are using here 103 in between 100 and 10, like see, suppo suppose we are entering here hm dot put Okay, integer value suppose 103, then what is value? Value should be suppose j, and like this. So whenever we are using this, you can see on the execution, see this order followed by tree map. So in between, whenever our order should be whatever input we are providing here, but it will be providing us a proper format, proper order. Okay, that's come into our this hash tree map section. And if suppose we are using hash map, so you will get in the same format. There is no order. Hash map should be no order. So it's a getting default order of this key value, but is not providing our this order of values. Okay. So for more detail for this hash map and this, I will provide you some link. And sometime we would like to use some sorting order. The sorted structure also we had seen. There's a sorted inside this sorted map or sorted set for set interface or map interface. So we are having this is a one object we have created here tree as a, for tree set. And when we execute this, so we are providing value like bca, and when we execute this, so it is displaying with a b c. This is our format. Okay. So this is a totally it's a depend on our practice, how many practice we are doing, and how can we perform. So there is also the order, whatever order we are following, so that should be our required format or not. So if suppose we are not defining any kind of format or order, so there will be in our system is having some intelligence like as you know, there will be Java virtual machine will there inside our system. So whenever we are talking about Java, so Java is having Java virtual machine where we all kind of architecture will be there. So that is managing those kind of architecture, those kind of order, at what order it should be retrieve data from our program. So it is giving us that DNSO option. DNSO means default natural sorting order. So this order it will display. So according to our key value, whatever key thing will be there. So right now we are having only single kind of value, so it is easy to create an order for this. But sometimes if suppose we are having two column or three parameter or four parameter, so in that parameter, if suppose multiple parameter we are having, more than one parameter will be there in the method, inside the method, so there will one key value will be there. So according that key value, we can define, we can manage our order. So also that should also work with DNSO, default natural order. If suppose if suppose we are not happy with our uh, if suppose we are not happy with provided order by JVM or system, so we can rearrange those order, we can manage those order. That order can come, we can use with some comparator. So whenever we are using comparator, so comparator will help us to customize our order. So customize sorting order that's come into your comparator. So that default natural order is come into your comparable. We are also calling as a comparable, and there will be comparator. There's a two kind of sorting order we discussed about yesterday, this comparable and comparator. So there are two example also I'm providing for comparator and comparable and separate. So first we are looking this comparable. So comparable means, see, there is a one roll number thing, and second is name, and third is the age. Okay, these are three column we are having, three parameter we are having. One is a roll number, second is a name, and third is age. So here comparable to means this is a roll number, age, and name. So this is our key value superclass, where we are calling, there is a compare to object, where we are comparing if age is cd comparable, where we are using age cd dot age, then return 0. If age dot cd is less greater than age, then press 1 or press 1, like this. So whenever we are executing this, then you can see this abc. Actually, this is perform our previous application. We have to define some uh, values for comparable and compressor. Hmm.
Sir,
Hmm.
had a doubt in this linked hash map and tree map.
Okay.
Like, what is the difference between these two? Like, both will be printing in the ordered sequence only, na?
Tree map and hash map.
Linked hash map.
Hash map, linked hash map. Okay. Okay. Um, See, linked hash map we had printed here. You just see the value 10, 100, 101, 103, 102. Okay. We are getting our output same, 100, 101, 103, 102. Okay, there is no sorting order. I mean, there is no uh, means, yeah, sorting order, whatever input we are divided. So insertion order preserve. So according to our input we are providing, same way it is printing. Okay,
Yeah.
1 second. We are saving it, then we are executing. See here, 100, 101, 102, 103. So our key value, according to our key value, it's arranging some order. Only the single difference will be there.
Then what's the difference between hash map and this tree map?
Hash map and tree map. 1 second. See, this is our hash map. Okay, hash map output you have seen. You have seen. Now we are looking at tree map. Mm, In tree map, tree map difference order should be same. One Amit Rahul Jay. Tree map, yes. Some properties we are using some property hash map. It is sorting order and it is providing sorting order different. Okay, hash map training.
So, can we open that document which you are open?
No ordering on key value. Actually, yes, there is only single difference you can see here. No ordering on key and value pair. Okay, so in hash map, it is giving us output according to his key parameter. It's providing us. It is not looking this Amit like this. Suppose I am providing another one.
But here also it's coming in ordered only, na?
No. 1 second. I am giving one another input here. Suppose I am putting here 104. Okay, 104, and there I am using right name is a J. Okay, now see what happened. Uh, we just exiting. So in hash map, you just see it is giving us output. Yeah, instead of J, here I can say not J will be Hemant. Yes. So see here, whenever we are executing hash map, so hash map is a retrieved data according to our key value, according to our key, this unique, this according to this key order: 100, 100, 100, 2, 100, 3, 100, 4. Okay, 0, 1, 3, 2, 4. So it's manage order of this key value, not it's looking for this. But whenever we are using tree map, so tree map will give us output with respect to order of your this mm, Hemant 104, and according to the order 104. In tree map, it should be displaying our two value pair or order on the keys. No order on key. Yeah, order on key. No order on key. Mhm. The difference is not displaying properly here. Hmm. Hmm. Let me check once. After that, I will tell you what's actually this is be giving us that, but according to the difference, it should in hash map. Hash map implementation is based on hash table, and there is no order on key value pair. Okay, this is the only difference between these two. No order, and this key value pair are order on key. Okay, this is the difference between these two. What? Let's see. Okay, I have to check it. Later on, we can discuss about this in hash map and tree map. Okay,
Okay.
and after that, actually, the difference will be showing me uh, list and hash map program. See, yes, here you can see here a hash map example. This is hash map program. So in hash map example, you can see here this put we have defined this Mumbai Delhi, like see this is our order. Okay, this is a key value and this is our string. So whatever order we had printed here entry set, so according to that we are getting our values here 2, 18, 5, 20, 12 after removal and after adding. So we had used two method here. One is for add and second is for remove. So this for set equal to empty set iterator has next, and we are getting in empty set is one method for this hash map, and here we are getting our values, and this is for removal hash map after removal for our. So if suppose we are using here tree map, then we can get a conclusion about this tree map. Okay, so this is output of our hash table. Okay, this is output of hash table. Now we are looking for tree map. So this is output of tree map. So for comparison purpose, 2, 5, 10, 18, 2, 5, 10, 18. Yes. So here you can get a difference. This is a tree map example, and this was so where I can show you the difference between these two output result in Excel sheet you can get, because there's the same kind of example we are looking for single parameters, so both parameter but small data, so that's why we are not getting clear result, clear comparison between these two tree map and hash map. So If suppose we are having this kind of data, so there we can define our comparison between these two. So this is our tree map. Okay, this is our tree map example. This is a tree map example, and suppose here hash map example. So hash map example we are having here. So now see, you can just paste it here. Then you, oh, God. See, order you can see here with respect to key value. Okay, this is a tree map. You can see here 2, 5, 10, 18, 22, 42, 45. Okay, and here you can see in hash map there's 2, 18, 5, 22, 10, 42, 45. So there is no order, no key value particular order here. But in key in tree view, you can see here properly. It's provider retrieve data as a key order. Okay, this is a
Yeah.
tree map output and this is a hash map output. Output will be same, but there is some difference between displaying our in elements order. There's a key order and hash map order. So we are talking about this comparator and uh, comparable in Java, or you can say in iterator. So comparable and comparator we can use whenever we would like to JVM Java Virtual Machine will give us some output in the particular format like DNS, as I said, display default output, no, default natural sorting order, and there will be some specific you can say order also we can get with the help of some sorting order we would like to prefer. So that sorting order we can see inside this comparator and comparable. So first we are looking comparable. So comparable is an interface, is it is present in Java package. Okay, java.package section will get the comparable, and there is this is a method. Here you can get a method that's called compare to. Compare to method available in comparable, where we are writing like this: public int compare to and object. Okay, this object, whenever we are getting return positive, there are three kind of return value we'll get. One is 0, 1, +1, and -1, like positive, negative, and 0. So always there will be object 1 and object 2. Suppose object 1 compared to object 2. See, I am providing one example here. So suppose what we like to, object 1 will be there. Okay, object 1 dot compare to object 2. Okay, so what return we are getting when we are comparing these two objects? So when, if and only if object 1 has to come before object 2. Okay, if and only if object 1 has to come before object 2, then it will return us some positive value. Then we can get some positive value. If and only if object 1 has to come after object 2, then it will what return? Then it will return us minus value. Then will return minus. And if and only if object 1 equal to object 2, then what it will return us? It will return us 0. So this is our comparable interface. In comparable interface, it's present in java.package where we are having only one method. This is a compare to method. In compare to, when we are comparing two objects, so after comparing these two objects, we will get this kind of returns. Whenever object 1 is coming to before object 2, then we can get a return like positive. Whenever our object 1 will come after object 2, then we can get minus a negative value, or whenever our object 1 and object 2 will be equal, then we can say this is our return 0. So how can we say? Like see, we are having some uh, value. We would like to some uh, comparison between something. So suppose I am writing one example here. Suppose I am print. Oh no, stop it. I am creating one class. Okay, inside this collection where comparable comparable comparable. Okay, so here you can see. Suppose I just type. We would like to compare two object. Okay, what are the object? A dot. Okay, a dot compare to. Okay, because compared to compare interface is present in java.package, that's where directly we are getting this kind of method. Suppose we are putting here z. Okay, so what will be written whenever we are putting like this? So what return will be there? You just execute it. When we are running it, then you can see this true. True means positive. See this negative. Why it is negative? Just see, object 1 has to come after object 2 equal to negative. Object 1 come after object 2. Okay, so we are getting return minus 25. If suppose we are using z here and z, we are comparing z and z, so what return you will get? 0, because object 1 and object 2 is equal, so we are getting 0. If suppose we are using a here, then it will give us a positive. Okay, so this is our comparable interface where we can compare our two interface. Or if suppose in our programmatical way, if suppose we would like to use tree set. Okay, if suppose we are having some tree set is equal to new, so s dot, before adding this error, before resolving this error, we cannot get any method for that particular. This method is having for this interface. So when we are solving those, after that we can get a method name. So s dot, s s dot, what value we are putting? Suppose we are putting here b. Okay, now s dot add method here, not at all, only we are putting add will be putting like capital Z. Okay, now semicolon, now s dot add dot, now set h. Okay, now suppose, so what will we print? What is our printout? Our print will be this our tree set. So it is provide us output like ZBH, BHZ. Why? Because it is define as default natural order. Okay, if we are not happy with this defined natural order, then we can use comparator method. Okay, so this is our output. Suppose this is our string. Okay, this is our string. If suppose we are using this is our comparator method. Okay, this is by default it is providing us this kind of result. So whenever we are comparing our two object, and where the order will not provide us as per our requirement, or we would like to customize some order, some sorting order we would like to customize. So at that time, with the help of comparator, okay, we are using here comparable, but we require some comparator. So with the help of that comparator we can use. So here whenever we are using some constructor like my comparator, if suppose we are talking about, then we have to create some constant. uh, okay, we have to create this new class, we have to create. Okay, class my comparator, implements, where we would like to implements comparable comparator comparator. Then we can see out my comparator. See, this come under uh, 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 this make abstract method. Okay, so class abstract class is by default. Okay, now here we are using my, one second, why it is giving us this error? This kind of error should not coming into this picture. If suppose we are using here comparator, we had already this C. This is a comparator we had created here, compare to dog, and this class compare, and we are comparing using comparable. This C, this class implement is comparator and comparable. So whenever we are using this compare with two result, this another example, string name integer, dog is a one function where we had created name of dog and his age, name and age, and here we had created get dog name from here, and dog age we are getting from here, and overriding the compare to method here. compare to dog, this with with the name of dog, and we are comparing here age of dog. Okay, so here there's a two object, one object will there dog, where we can comparing of name and age. Okay, so this one compare class we are creating here, compare demo. So this we are creating list of dogs we have listed down here 1 to 3, and this is our age, age of dog. Okay, so here collection dot sort, we are listing it down, we are creating is a array list. Okay, where it will be, we are for each loop, here we are using here for each loop, where you can get a list of dog and sorting is particular order. And after that again we are creating a order here, and then see this is our order we are created here, and according to our this value, key value we are defining as our the age is our key value we are creating here. So according to our age we are getting a result here, Tommy age 1. Here we are getting all the dog name, Lazy, Rosa, Shaggy, Tammy, Tommy. This is our list of dog name, and also we are comparing with the age of dog. So age 1 is Tommy. Here you can see 4. Here insertion order is different. Okay, but either our retrieval order will be with respect to his age. So we are sorting here, list new dog, here new dog we created, and the list down here we also, you can say here the listing down with the age according to his age. So here you can see a dot got dog name plus plus a dot get dog age. So dog age, you can get dog age you are looking here. So that's come from here, from this lesson. Okay, this one example. Another example I am providing you. Suppose bz8, we are providing here like numeric value sum 10, 0, 15. Okay, and 2020. Suppose 8 dot 8 20 20 8. So right now, suppose we are printing this. Okay, 1 second. Just I'm giving you the print. Whenever, right now we do not have any kind of constructor here. Right now, suppose we are printing it, so it will 0, 10, 15, 20, 20. Okay. Now suppose you like to reverse order, or you like to display some specific order. So how can we see? So right now, when we are using this, so whenever we are using this, so it will comparing two object. How it will comparing two object? If suppose we are right now, this is a comparable. Okay, comparable, whenever we are using, so for alphanumeric, just remember, whenever we are using comparable interface, so for number, whenever you are using integer value, so integer value, the comparable will always come from our Java virtual machine, and Java virtual machine, it will give us a result, or allow us to display result, like for this will be our ascending order, always should be our ascending order. Okay, always it should be display as ascending order for integer. Okay, And if suppose we are using some string, okay, so string if suppose we are using here, so it should be displayed according to his alphabetic structure, alphabets. Okay, suppose I am also providing some value from here also, is also seen BHS. Suppose we are using here some alpha string value. Suppose string value I am putting MUMDE. Okay, and suppose here we are using mana. Okay, and here you are putting Mangaluru, Mangalore, Manchester. Okay, suppose this is our, okay, now suppose you like to print it, then you can see there is some error we are getting. Reset. Oh, restart. Now which method will therefore adding add boolean. So not, it will be not applicable for tree set, it will be I thought it will be array. So whenever we are array listing we can create it. So right now it will be for numeric value. One second, we are also use array list here. One second, we can use uh, instead of s we can put a. I am using some array list here. Array list a equal to new array list. Okay, so you can see here, so whenever we are putting, you can see the result. Oh, we do not print a, we missed it. You can see here. Okay, now when you print it, so see, you can see here Mumbai, Mana, Manchester. There is no sensor order. We'll give some another example for that. One second. First, we can see this numeric. Okay, now see this one. So see this, whenever we are executing, so this will be displaying as our ascending order. Suppose you like to descending order, so how can we work, how can we displaying our ascending order, like also, because see we are entering here 10 0 15 20 20. So how it will work, so it's this is our object 1 and this is our object 2. What we discuss about comparable will always provide us comparing between these two. Object 1 has to come before object 2. So our object 1 is 10. Okay, here we can say uh, object 1 means 10. Inside here also we can do 10 dot compare to with what, 0. So here what will be written, see, object 1 compared to object 2, object 1 has to come before object 2. See here object 1 object 2 before. Okay, so it's not before, it's after. So object 1 has to come after object 2, or see, object 1 has to come before object 2. So here object 1 is 10, and this 0. So 0 is coming before object 1. So object 1 has come after object 2. So object 2 later on it will come to your place. So it will be minus negative value. Negative value means this negative, that 0 will be come first, then it will come 10. Okay, like this. Now it will be comparing to this two thing. 15 is comparing with 0 and 10. Okay, so 10 and 15, then 0 and 15. Okay, these two comparison will be there. For here you can see the object 1 and object 2. Object 1 is our 0 and dot compare to, where 10, and similar way what will be written for that, and again 0 will compare to 15 also. Okay, compare to 15. This is object 1 and object 2, object 1, object 2 for this. So in this, for the 0, for second row, it what will be written? So it will return 0. Object 1 is coming after, maybe before 2. Object 1 is 0, object 2 is 10. So object 1 come before object 10, means 0 is come before 10, so positive. So positive means it will display 0 and 10 like this. And for this purpose 0 and 15, okay, 0 and 15 you can say. So 15 is your object 2 and this is object 1. So object 1 always come this one. Okay, so it is again come for this, it will be 0 and 15. Okay, but now it will compare to 10 and 15. Okay, 10 and 15 it will compare. So 10 and 15 also similar way. So before, if suppose we are comparing these two things, for 15 it will compare to 10 and 15, then it will compare to 0 and 15, then it will compare 15 and 15. Okay, so 0 and 15 it will always 15, 10 is lesser than 15, so it will minus. So 10 is come before 15, and whenever we are 0 and 15, so 0 is minus, it come first, and then 15, 15 is written 0. So same way for positive 0, 0. So this will be like your value should be displaying like whenever we are getting minus value, so it's come here, then 0, then positive. So this is way to sorting or ordering our data element in this page. In comparison, this is our JVM will be work like this. Okay, similar way whenever we are not happy with this kind of ordering. Okay, so when you like to reverse order, suppose 10 20 0 0 like this, we would like to ascending, or this is displaying as a ascending order, but we would like to display as descending order. So how can we arrange it? So it will displaying as a descending order. So for descending order we can do with the help of this comparator interface. Comparator interface when we are using, so we, for that we have to define some class here. Class, we have to define some class. What is a class? Class will be uh, my comparator, implements comparator. Okay, comparator is comparator. Now what we have to do, we just use this comparator to our here. Oh, sorry. Right click, copy it, paste. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to compare. So how to write public int? How this is our method where we can compare. What comparison we are looking for? Object 1 and object 2. Okay, this is our comparison, object 1 object 2. Suppose integer i1 equal to we are discussing about this thing, integer object 1 and integer i2 equal to integer object 2 object 2. Integer acha. See here we define and some return type will be there. Okay, so what are the return? So here integer 1 we have defined. Now we are looking for if i1 is less than i2, then what will be written? I1 is less than i2, then some return value will be +1. Okay, else if I1 is greater than I2, then what should be written? This minus, it's -1. Okay, suppose our else, what will be next condition? Else it's written 0. If suppose both condition not match, then our results would be 0. Okay, so now class undefined abstract class, make abstract class here, comparator. Slash.
Sir, that comparator we are using implementing, is it an interface?
Which one? This one.
Like we are on line number 28.
Yeah, this interface here. The
Sir,
comparator is interface.
but but we haven't declared any interface na in our program.
Where, where did mistake? public class comparable comparative 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 Selenium abstract होता है तो यहाँ पे cannot associated in type comparable constructor function plus a parameter cannot result to abstract tasking. Driver the program is correct. I don't know why it is. One, I have to check this computer why it is not initiating. So for that we have to do some Google. Mm, the type of comparable that computer must implement the inherit extra compare system is also gone slow. Mm. Java util completer we are inserted here. Close the project and Java. One second, I'm giving you one simple example. Completer. Yeah. Similar example, what we seen for dog and age, like same example is giving this. I will show you this example. I think that I have to check this example why it is giving us error, because this is running example in my system. I had also today I was executed this, and after that I created this number of programs. Okay, so I have to remove this compare program from here. Okay, so running code I will send you to you. Okay, so these all are running code, running examples, which is created by today itself. Okay, and so this is our interface. So in interface there will be comparator and comparable example we'll see in our next class. Okay, after that this overall about our collections. So now you can create some program related to array, or you do also practice with some collections applications. So you can get a number of programs into questions also. And also we had shared with you some write up program, write a simple program. So you just write it down, and whenever you finish it, so next time we'll see your program is properly executing or not. And if there's some query also, so you can send it to us. Okay, meanwhile this is overall Java concepts. Okay, so we had almost finished, and I think you had received yesterday our discussion and also the course content what we are covering in this whole training session. So now from next classes also we are moving to our WebDriver section, Selenium WebDriver. So this whatever Java topics we covered until now, it will help us to creating a test case into our WebDriver section. So do practice also Selenium IDE. What topics we cover in Selenium IDE? How can we record? How can we convert those converted recorded script? And also use this if else condition there. How can you can find a list of link? So this will be way. So in so I think almost we did this. If suppose you are having some query, some questions, so you just send to us, then we can take it out. And this exception handling part, okay, the exception handling part in Java will cover into this WebDriver section, because this is a real-time example in exception handling also. So this thing I can cover into, and we can see into our exception handling section in, for WebDriver whenever we would like to execute our multiple browser, or if suppose in between our execution test script we are getting some error, so how can we handle it? Runtime error, how can we handle it? Compilation error, how can we handle it? So that thing we can do inside this WebDriver test scripting section. Okay.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I will share you the all programs which we see in this collection in Java, inside this collection in Java thing. Okay. And you do practice yourself, and in Java program it's required lot of practice to you. Okay, so just practice it and resolve some queries as well. Then we can start our topics next time in next class. This WebDriver. Then WebDriver will see this one. I think we had to complete 7 and 8, and after that we can see handle how to web table. Okay. After that, I will give you one assignment after finishing this WebDriver in next week, because might be our after this I'm going somewhere in 24th, so our class of 30th, 31 and 6 and 7 might be. Yes, 7 also. So this 4 means the 2 week we cannot have class. Okay, because I am moving in my native place, so I'm coming on 7th evening. So it is not possible to take class that day. So we are sitting on 13th, after that, after 24th. Okay, 23rd, 24th we are doing our class, and after 24th we are sitting in 13th at same time. And in between, after finishing this 24th class, I will give you some assignment related to Java and WebDriver. Okay, and then we can move over this grid section, and we can move slowly then when and POM and framework. So almost we we are going to our design pattern design timeline, but only this reason, this due to this un means unfortunately I'm going there, so we are not finishing in time. But yeah, we will try to finish in first till first week of March. Okay.
Sir, that next batch will be starting. You are only going to take the new batch.
Yes, we are starting, but the date is not fixed. Date will be tentatively according to date availability and my ability. We can start. But yeah, if suppose the 23rd is the starting date, so some more trainer is there, so he can manage it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.